morning everyone. So my review today is on this one here. I have a travel size. The company's called Violet or Maison Violet and they're based in Paris. And this was an old brand that has been reignited by a new generation. And this fragrance here is called Pourpre d'automne. So Pourpre, which I think, not sure if it means purple, I need to double check that, and of autumn, d'automne. So this one is a violet perfume, and I mean it smells very violety, and it's almost like a violet gourmand fragrance, but transparent, not heavy and thick. It's not like a thick violet and caramel or chocolate. To me it smells like violet, iris and a hint of cherry bakewells. Cherry bakewells, if you don't know, are a cherry tart. They've got the white icing and the little red cherry in the middle and a pastry, and then inside is a mixture that's I'm not sure if it's cherry or if it's called frangipani, but it's quite delicious, and almondy, so it's like a cherry and almond combination. So to me this smells like violets, cherry bakewells. There's just a hint of a tiny bit of not metallic exactly, but something a little bit sharp and mineral like, not exactly like smelling earth, more like smelling chalk. Difficult to describe. Really like it. So these sample sizes or travel sizes were sent to Dan, Mr. Smelly, quite a while ago, and we haven't quite got around to putting them in a frag chat yet, and I have basically appropriated all of them actually, and this is how much I've used because I really like it. So it is on my to buy list. There's a hint there at how much I like it. Completely need a full bottle, and it's my fragrance of the day, so I will let you know more about it very soon. Okay then, so I have now completed my 12-hour shift and I'm home, and I thought I'd give you the notes of the fragrance. So the notes are violet leaf, peach, plum, rose, iris, violet, moss, benzoin and musk. Prices are 145 euros for a 75 milliliter bottle, and these are 8 mils and they are 15 euros. So actually I did the maths, these come out slightly cheaper per mil than buying the bottle, and today I bought 2 more of these. So this one I didn't buy, it was sent to Dan. I think I said this already, it was sent to Dan along with some others from the range to test, but I've pretty much, the cat wants to get out the front door. She's out. Dan sent them to test, and we still, I think, need to do that frag chat. So that will be coming soon on Dan's channel when we can next get together, hopefully soon. In the meantime, let's talk about this one because it is my favourite. So what I love about this one is how initially when you first smell it, it's quite sweet, not too sweet. As I said before, it does remind me of cherry bakewells, a little bit almondy, and very much a kind of sweet candied violet, a little bit like those Parma violet sweets, which I really love. It does change, it gets quite musky and not exactly metallic, but it does give you that kind of mineral feel, and the sweetness gently dissipates, so it's not so much about the almondy bakewell tartness as more about the violet and the rose and the musk, and it's just this hint of something that keeps it a little bit grounded and stops it from being a full-on gourmand. It feels like it's just teetering towards being a gourmand fragrance. It's very much it's a violet lover's dream. I'm thinking of similar fragrances to see if I can give you anything to compare it to from my memory. Now I've tried Penhaligon's Violetta, and that is a very much a full-on candy violet with not really a lot more going on, extremely translucent and pure kind of fresh violet. This is more of a lipsticky violet thing that's not as waxy as some lipsticky violets can be. It's not as heavy and it's certainly not syrupy. There's a fragrance by Guerlain called French Kiss, which is an almond and violet kind of thing. That's quite rich and sweet and syrupy. This is more translucent and has a little more, it's more interesting to me because it's less sweet and it seems to have a little more changeability, and it's a little more grounded with that muskiness, with that mineralness. The benzoin and the moss, I think, just keep it from being too sweet or heavy. It's definitely a translucent kind of thing. I don't pick out the peach and the plum, which is good because they're not favourite notes of mine. I certainly do get the rose and the iris, and the violet leaf and the violet all go together to make a really lovely violet centric fragrance. In terms of longevity, it's really good. So I was still projecting it quite well past 5 hours. I think once we got past 6 or 7 hours in, it was more than a skin scent, but that would be about the point I might reapply just to make sure it's noticeable, because I really love how it smells. I want to make sure it's noticeable, not just to me but to people around me, because it's so good. Talking of people around me, I got 2 comments. So my colleague who took over from me asked what I was wearing. He does know that I'm into perfumes, but he did say that he liked it. And then when I was walking out the door, the cleaner, who doesn't know I'm into fragrances, as I walked by, said to the other cleaner, "Oh, that's a lovely perfume." So a couple of comments on it, definitely very favourable. I think it's quite feminine because of it being a violet and rose fragrance. Obviously anyone can wear what they want, but if you are generally into more masculine fragrances, then you probably won't be feeling this one at all. So long and the short of it, I really like it. I love it. I'm really happy to be purchasing 2 more travel sizes because I didn't want to run out. So I think it's really great value to be able to get an 8ml for €15. The delivery is from France. The company's based in France, but it was only €3 to deliver to the UK. If you spend €100, you get free delivery, and they deliver all around the world as well. So I think it's a fantastic company. I like their other offerings, and as I say, me and Dan will explore those very soon for you. But for now, Pourpre d'Automne is definitely my favourite, and I had to review it for you. If your taste is aligned with mine, then you are almost certainly going to really like it. That's what I think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.